Good Thursday evening to you, everyone. How are you? It's good to see you. It's good to be seen by you. I, of course, am the one and only Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming to you live, loud and clear from an undisclosed location somewhere in the swamps of sunny Central Florida. How are you guys? I hope you are doing exceptionally well. Let me impose upon you a favor if you haven't already. If this is not something that you've availed yourself of, and a great many of you have, and I bless your hearts, I appreciate it so much, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon for notifications to stay up to date and in tune on when it is that I do the things that I do for you guys to entertain you and bring some happiness into your lives. Is that bold of me to say that I do that? Probably, but is it accurate? Also probably. But anyway, Stephen Kennedy, Joe Facetious, good to see you. Pseudo TPK, onto excess, our Smurfs, a form of fairy folk. No, they're a form of domesticated Zvarts. Damien X247, good to see you. So yeah, it's been a day. I woke up really late. Orbital Air, good to see you. I woke up really late, ran out here in a mad panic, grabbed up my script, rambled off my YouTube shorts, jumped over to the editing station, got a phone call, posted my first YouTube short while I was on the phone. And because I was on the phone, I wasn't listening to the audio, but I can track my and my other vocal pauses in it. So I chopped all that stuff out. I threw all the videos together and just put it out there on the web. And then I get a message from somebody who's like, "You're showing Oriental adventure books, but you're talking about original D&D. Son of a bitch!" So I had to nuke that video and then remake it. So it hasn't been a fine day for science. It has not been a fine day for science, but that's life. That's life. Yeah, we're at a whopping total of -2 subs today. That was a shame. So please do click the subscribe button and click the bell icon for notifications. Guys, the live stream is brought to you by our merch, which is linked in the video description below. You can go down there. You can go down there right now and get yourself a beautiful piece of Delverware. Get not Delaware, Delverware, with an absolutely gorgeous logo designed by the Tracy Lesh, the one and only. He really knocked it out of the park with the logo. Get that on a hoodie, get that on a t-shirt, get that on a pint glass, get it on just about anything that they sell at our merch store. It's right there, guys. It's right there. It's awesome stuff. So you can just jump right into it. Is Delverware copyright? I should copyright it. The Delver's Dungeon and Dungeon Delver have been co-opted. Dungeon Delver got co-opted by Wizards of the Coast back in the early aughts. Get me to a nunnery? No. I'll get me to a funnery. But anyway, so yeah. Excuse me. A little too many carbs today. Check out our merch and check out Crom. Guys, Crom is now feature complete. It is code complete. It is the ultimate first edition AD&D character creator. Not just a character creator, guys. Not just a character creator. It is a character manager. Create a character and then level them up in their seasons of life as they go. You can age them. It'll impact their stats. You can raise them levels. You can drain them levels. You can alter their stats manually. You can change their alignment. If you have a human who fits, you can dual class. If you have a half elf who fits, you can dual class, but only in the bard, and you can become bards. You can check to see if you have psionics. If you have an illusionist or a magic user, when you create them, it will create a spell book for them regardless of level. It'll generate a spell book for you. Is that the yes, and the Gith Yankee and Gith Zerai, they're a bit science fictiony, but I don't mind them that terribly much. But yes, this is the Emmanuel is the artist who did this. So yeah, that is a Fiend Folio shirt. Of course, you know, if I made a movie about this just based on camera footage that was retrieved from videotapes that had been discarded everywhere, would that be a found folio? Think about it. Thank you, Stephen Kennedy. Is pizza a thing in Greyhawk eateries? It is in my campaign, but actually, if you want a really, really, really good description of food in Greyhawk, check out the first Gord the Rogue novel. Anyway, to get back to what I was saying, Crom does all of that and more. Guys, Crom is absolutely essential. You can create any character class that is first edition AD&D Player's Handbook legal. Use all 4 die rolling methods or use the 5th manual input method. Buy equipment for them, buy livestock for them, sell gems and jewelry. All right? You can do that, and it will correctly subtract the 20 gold or 20% off the gold price. Save them as text or HTML. And guys, the last features that I added, they make it all worth it. Because it takes 3 or 4 minutes to make a good character in Crom, a well-considered character. The new features let you make a character in about 10 seconds. In about 10 seconds. You can make a character of any class or multi-class or dual class combination. You can get it even faster if you just want a random character. And those characters, if you're like, I really like this one, but I want to make sure I like this random character so much that I want to keep him, they load into the character editor. Gonzalo Lira's bar tab, you bet your booty I can make a bard in 10 seconds. I sure can. So get yourself a copy of Crom today, guys. It's $25. Drop me an email right down there if you don't see it scrolling by. That is bsylvie@gmail.com. And I will hook you up with a copy of Crom. Never again will you say, as a DM at a table, I got to hand wave this. You want a game with us? Just for now, you're a fighter and you got 20 hit points and a +1 sword. Your armor class 6, I guess. Go. No. You can simply pluck one out of Crom almost as fast as I just told you those made up stats. It runs on Windows 8, 8.1, 10 and 11, 32 or 64-bit, and it runs on Macintosh and Linux through Wine. Is Crom a top seller in Delaware? It actually is. It is. I looked at how many wonderful people bought Crom recently, and I was like, wow, I added it up. It's both unto excess. It's Delverware and Delverware. This is the kind of thing that I wish I'd thought of back in 1983. I'd be filthy rich. But it don't stop there. What is wrong with my light? Removing plugs. It was lit up before I started the show. There we go. Anyway, so Crom is the bomb, but I begun work on a new application, Familiar. Guys, Familiar is going to automate the Dungeon Master's Guide. As Crom automated the Player's Handbook, Familiar will automate the Dungeon Master's Guide. Familiar will take all the drudgery out of DMing. Party's going to journey across land. Familiar will handle any potential encounters. You'll input a number of hexes. You'll state the terrain type for each hex. Familiar will give you all encounters on that journey, or into planes, or into dungeons. What's that? You encountered a castle? Familiar will determine whether or not that castle is inhabited, who lives there, and how many troops. Familiar will handle it all. Right now, right at this minute, Familiar can generate all treasure types A through Z. I'm basically building the modules as they appear on the system menu. Never again blunder around wondering how sages work in AD&D. This will generate a sage for you. What's the personality of this NPC you met? Familiar will handle that for you. All output in easy to parse text files that it can then load back in, and you can change and modify and add on. Can you develop a Jack T. Chick commentary plugin? I don't know how you would do that, but that's... Will Familiar find you some friends to play with? I mean, I suppose I could have the automated dungeon playing part in there, and you could create a party of adventurers with Crom and then take them in. I don't know. Does that count? One thing I'm not going to do. Hey, Kabuki, good to see you, dear. One thing I'm not going to do with Familiar is I'm not going to get it to an okay-ish state and then offer it up for sale and then start releasing patches. I'm going to get as close to feature complete as I can in a single push over the course of this spring, and then release it for sale. And then just watch for bugs, listen for bug reports. That's the plan anyway. But now I'll let you guys in on a little secret about Familiar. I'm writing it in BASIC. I am writing it in BASIC. QBasic 64, a 64-bit version of BASIC, of QBasic that runs on a Windows compatible machine. Because it compiles to C. So you'll basically have a C application on your machine. Whoa, that was spooky. 6502 assembly or bust. Yeah, probably not going to be an assembly. But anyway, so the long and short of it is that Familiar is coming. Be ready for it. Familiar is going to cost more than Crom. I will probably ask $50 for Familiar. Because it's like, it's going to entail stuff inside of it that is as complex as Crom standing just as a standalone program. So just be ready. Get ready, cause here I Crom. Oh, get ready. All right. So that's what's on the horizon. I've got a lot of irons in the fire this spring and summer. I got to finish some work I'm supposed to be doing for Yang. I've got a I've got a I've got stuff I'm doing for Heidi and Eric, and part of that is getting ready for EggCon. Watch your comp sci high school teacher publicly reveal that I had been writing code for and stealing code from people using machine language. Wow, Gonzalo, there's a story there. I'd love to hear that. Are accordions nickel harpa or hurdy-gurdy's common in Greyhawk asking for a friend? I mean, I don't know. Not accordions. Not accordion to me. Anyway, speaking of conventions, guys, we are a month and a couple of days out from the great underground online gaming convention, and that is what we're going to talk about tonight for a good while. By the way, the best version of Hurdy Gurdy Man is by the Butthole Surfers. Thank you, Kabuki. The con is the 9th through the 12th of April. Oh, the Butthole Surfers are incredible pseudo TPK. They are amazing. So what is the GUOGC? What is the GUOGC? The GUOGC is the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention. It is a gaming con that we hold online every year. It is on a Discord channel. And I'm going to share that Discord channel with you guys right now. I know many of you people are already there. There is the link to it. That is the channel. Now, the GUOGC costs $0 to attend. There's no entry fee. Obviously, you don't have to travel. You don't have to pay for a hotel. Any snacks and drinks and so on and etc. That's all on you. But the GUOGC is a virtual con. You don't have to leave your house. You can just sit back, chill out, and game with people. And it's all held over on Discord. And the beautiful thing about that is that it's open 24 hours. Right now, you can go over to the Discord. You can check it out. It's not like a closed arena or anything like that. But you can come in, sit down, and play. And so how does one register? You might wonder. How does one register? You simply sign on to the server and you're registered for the convention. You are an attendee. But it's still a con, right? You still have to sign up for games. Yeah. Let me show you how to do that right now, guys. Let me take you over there to the Discord. So here we are. This is the server for the GUOGC, the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention. And boy, do we have some events for you guys. So the GUOGC uses a special channel called Convention Events, just hashtag convention-events right there. Oh, you got me on 2XS. It is just a con. You find an event that you want to attend. Scroll through here, read up on an event, check it out, and you click the green check right there under the event. Now, when you do that, you're going to get a DM. And there, in your DMs, it shows that you've got an event. It lets you know. So let's go back. So I'm now scheduled for Cal Arath. And that is Saturday, April 11th, 2026. Wait, was it Cal Arath? I'm sorry, Sunday. Yeah, that actually sounds good. I'm definitely gonna try and get in that one. All right. And it's that simple. That's how you sign up for games. You go to convention events and you click the green checkbox. It's that easy. But what, you may ask, what does one do if one wishes to game master? That's where there's a little bit of human intervention on my part that has to take place. Go over to the Discord server, hop on board, and then let me know, and I will set you up as a game master. Will Wheaton? What? Stop it. It's weird. So there you go. Hey, Dungeon Minister just hopped in. We'll wave to say hi. Wave. We'll wave. No. The Discord channel that's up on the screen. William loves Will Wheaton. I don't. I want to wring his neck. Hey, Dungeon Minister, good to see you. So now the question comes, how is once I set you to Game Master, how do you set up your event? It's very, very easy. From any channel in the Discord, you go right over here, and we're going to do this from general. Actually, you know what? I'll do it in convention events. A lot of animated stuff going on the screen. All right. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to type create /create. Did you guys see that? I did /create. Hey, Zane, good to see you, man. Hey, am I going to see you and Dungeon Damsel at the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention right here on Discord? That is April 9th to the 12th. I hope so. Sign up for some games. Become game masters. It's going to be a blast. You don't want to miss it. So anyway, you do /create. And I'm going to do title Space Hulk. Date time 04/09 2026, and we're going to do that at 4 p.m. And there we go, guys. Oh, did I do that for the 4th? I did not mean to do it for the Saturday. I meant to do it for the Thursday. I will get you more info, Zane. I am giving more info right now. But I can come over here. I can do that. Let's see. No, not there. I can come into events. I think I can edit it here. If I can't, I will delete it and re-edit. Let's see. Edit event. Yes, there we go. Where's my event? Event info. All right. There we go. Next, save event. Okay. Thursday, April the 9th at 4 p.m. And there you go, guys. Space Hulk is now in the slot. If anyone out there watching would like to sign up to play Space Hulk on the first evening of the GUOGC, you may do so. Feel free. It's there. It's open. And I think Thursday night, I need another event. I need something else for my gaming snack hole. Zane, look on the screen right there. That Discord link. You know what? I think I've still got it in the buffer. Come right over there and join us. You and Dungeon Damsel. Bring your whole crew. And come and game. That's it, guys. That's it. I have just created the Space Hulk entry. That is the actual Space Hulk entry. How about some dungeon? How about we play some dungeon on Thursday night. We'll get our dungeon on. Yeah, let's do that. So how do we do that as a game master again? Well, I'm glad you asked. /create dungeon. Date time 04/09/2026. And we're going to do this one at 8 p.m. EDT. And there we go. The dungeon board game is now locked in. That's two of my events. Invite invalid. That's no good. Invite people. Copy. Try that one, Zane. And it's that easy. Your session is created. And there's Zane. Your session is created. Guys, it's really just that simple to set it up. Now, so the day and time comes. It's time for your game. How do you do? This is the part that is a full contact sport on my part. Look over here in the channels. I have all these event rooms. Oh, there's Zane dropping into an event room right now. There's all of these channels. There's a general chat channel if people want to get together in that. I will name your room. We're going to call this and as long as you have that, room, it has the title of your event. Now, you might say, oh, Bill, there's only 9. This day is pretty busy. Are we going to need more? Guys, I will absolutely add more channels if we need them. But it's that easy. Testing your attention, please. But there you go. Now, something, if you've never gamed on Discord before, you might be wondering about how do I show dice, how do I show a map, things like that. If you go to any event room and click open chat, now I'm not actually in that event room, but I want you guys to look. We use a dice bot called Dice Maiden. And I'm going to have to turn off chat so you guys can see that for a second. And then make this big so I can see that. But if you come over here and you do roll, dice number, dice type. And there you go. That's all there is to it. Now, if this is a little tweak, by the way, I found for game masters, both new ones and old ones. If you don't want your rolls through Dice Maiden to be sequential, but you want them to be as the dice fell, if that's an important thing, put a space between the number of dice and the dice face. So you note that goes 2, 4, 3, 5. If this was just, if I just done r slash or slash roll space 4d6, it would have gone 2, 3, 4, 5. But you guys get the vibe. It's that simple. It's that easy. And basically what you can do is you can come in, and when you're in the voice chat, you can share your screen. You can come in and do share screen if you want to have a map up or anything like that. Some people have asked me, "Hey, can I run this on Roll20?" But you know, we're interacting and showing maps on the GUOGC server. Absolutely. All there's two things. There's two things that I have a request for. Don't advertise on the GUOGC server unless you ask me first. Because I'm not opposed to vendors being at the GUOGC. Quite the contrary. Just let me know you're going to do it first. But I would really like it if you did not advertise games off of GUOGC. Because, I mean, at that point, that's like, hey, I'm having a con in my town. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Okay, what do we, you know, where do you guys want to sit? How many chairs do you need at the con? Oh, we're not having our event at ChairCon. I just wanted to advertise for my game that's over here at this other place, and then take people away to go over there. Don't do that at all. I would really like it if you didn't do that. So that's it, guys. That's how easy it is to create events at the GUOGC. And I know full well that I talk a lot about being the big bad guy who, bar first edition OD&D only. Guys, if there's something that you would really like to run, like Wheeling Dragon is going to run Labyrinth. We've got a Boot Hill game going. Come and run games. Let's see. There was a question. Let's see. Is this the first time I'm doing this? No, this is GUOGC 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This is GUOGC 5. This is the 5th. Is it the 5th or the 6th? It's GUOGC 2026 is what it is. I've done lots of these. Too many of them, in fact. You call that sheep stealing? That's funny. RPG Gen Exile, good to see you. I would say, counting this one, 2 back was probably our best. GUOGC 2024 was jumping. That was jumping. I think we probably had about 100 people attend there. That one was really baller. Last year was a little bit down. This year, I'm kind of doing it largely myself. Some of the people who normally help me with organization, keeping all the ducks in a row, they've got full plates, so it's just me. So I hope people like it. Now, guys, just like a real con, this is not just games. Okay, it's not just games. We've got panels. Guys, Alyssa Hazel, Sky Hernstrom, Richard Witters, Tracy Lesh, Eric Garland, and Heidi Gygax Garland. All right. I don't know if Matt Finch is going to be in. I'm going to have to ask Matt if he's going to be here. So I'm really, I'm hyped about it. We're going to have an auction. I'm going to auction off one of the wood grain OD&D sets. So we're going to have we're going to do that. And if you'd like to support the GUOC in any way, like if you're a small creator and you want to, hop in with some GUOC support, reach out, let me know. But it is literally just that simple. In fact, I want to demonstrate. Zane, can I experiment on you for a moment? Hold still. This won't hurt. Let me get my Dremel. So let's say, hypothetically, let's say Zane said, Bill, I want to run a game. I want to run some Druscara at GUOC. I would say, okay, Zane. So I come over here, I select roles, boom. Zane is now a game master. Now, Zane, if in the Discord you type /create, you can type in your game title, your game time, and your game or your game date and your game time. And it will then go into the convention events. Now, one thing I will tell you is if you do that, if you experiment with it and you want me to remove it, just let me know. But now, I mean, that's it. It's literally /create. And you're done. And people, when they log in, they will see the event room and they can come over. Now, a few questions that do come up about the GUOC. I do not require a camera as like part of the GUOC if you want a game. Voice is probably optimal, but if all you can do is type, or you're mic shy or whatever, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not putting anyone under the gun for how they're doing their stuff. I've had a couple of game masters say, hey, I don't want to use a dice bot. They think they're sketchy or something like that. Can I just point my camera at the table and make the die rolls and everybody else does it? Sure, absolutely. You don't have to use a dice bot. I've had individual people ask, hey, can I go into a game and just observe? That's up to individual game masters as to whether or not they want you to sit there. Generally speaking, unless they say otherwise, please keep your kibitzing quiet. Please just sit there and listen and watch and enjoy as a form of entertainment. Don't hector people. This isn't Mystery Science Theater 3000. Don't think that you need to be the funny guy with a peanut gallery comments all the time in their game. Unto excess, it's kind of all right. Zane, have a good one. I'll be hanging out Tuesday afternoon with Zane and Dungeon Damsel over on their YouTube channel. But anyway, so yeah, you log in and you just just be nice. One thing I am going to say, on my channel. Oh, right. On my channel. On my channel. They'll be on my channel. Sorry. But one thing I want to put down, this is the only, I gotta break out the ruler and smack some knuckles. All right, Dungeon Minister, I'll set you up as a DM right now. Dungeon Minister to Dungeon Master something. Let's see. I could actually click on the right thing. The correct thing. Right click on the correct thing. Roles. Padre, you are now a Dungeon Master. No, I like the first one, Zane. I like the first one better. Let's go with that one. Anyway, All right, but all kidding aside, guys, don't be a shit to the GMs. Don't be disruptive at their games. Don't cause them problems, because if you do, I'll kick you and ban you from the con. I want to be as inclusive as I can. But seriously, have a clue. I will bounce you from the con. I'll give you a chance. Maybe you're having a bad day. Maybe your jokes and stuff aren't landing as well as you thought they would have. But seriously, if a game master comes to me and says, this person is shitting up my game, I will pull you aside. You and I will have a discussion. And if I hear so much as a peep, you're gone. All right. It's code of conduct, guys. I shouldn't have to have that conversation, but and I'm just gonna be as blunt as Cuthbert's mace here. They don't stick this in your ear on a box of toothpicks for no reason. They do that because somebody's done it. And that's all I'm really going to say about that subject. So that's the con. I'm probably going to add one more text channel, convention auctions. And convention auctions will basically be, you will come in and you will place a bid, and that's it. There's no discussion. There's no arguing back and forth. But you'll be able to come in and place a bid on the wood grain OD&D repro. Not this one that I keep touching constantly. I probably worn a groove in the top of it by now. So come to the con, get your game on. It'll be a lot of fun, guys. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be an absolute blast. Let's see. So somebody's made a game. Oh, no, that was me. That was just my notif. Sorry about that. But so someone just suggested something to me that I think is pretty good. Maybe I can incentivize a little bit. Maybe I can incentivize. Because what do I constantly talk about, guys, when it comes to the con, or when it comes to con gaming, you know, there's a lot of heavy lifting you got to do to get ready for a con. And if you're running something that's any heavier weight than like Labyrinth, you got to make characters. So I tell you what. The week of the con, the week leading up to the con, that is from April 2nd to April 9th, Crom is hereby discounted $5, $20, $20 for a copy of Crom. It is a DM/convention attendee discount. You love first edition AD&D? You want that delicious, delicious Crom to put in your guac? Now's your chance. April 2nd through April 9th. I'll make a site-wide announcement about it. April 2nd to April 9th, $5 off a copy of Crom for convention attendees. For convention attendees. So you'll have to come to the Discord. Sign up to run a game and get your discounted copy of Crom. And I tip my hat to the brilliant person who suggested that. One thing that I've thought about doing, I've just kind of been kicking this idea around. A lot of times at cons, this was almost more of a thing that like they did at cons back in the 70s and 80s, is a screening room. What would you guys think about a screening room where I loop like fantasy movies? Basically, I just like, you can come in and watch, like have a shared watching experience. Would you guys like to do something like that? You know, watch the Community episode of or the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons episode of Community, Mazes and Monsters, something like that. I mean, is that something you guys would be interested in? Not all at once, guys. I can't keep up with the comments scrolling up as fast as they are. You know what? Actually, I suppose I should be a little bit nicer about that. Let me go over here. And can we watch like Gary Glenn Ross? Saving throws are for closers. Sit down. I drove a Chariot of Sistar to this tavern. What did you drive? A Honda. Let's do that. Potions are for closers. These are the Glengarry scrolls. You do not get these scrolls because in your hands, they are garbage. Yeah, no, it's about caught up. By the way, we got 22 of you guys watching, but only 14 updates. Can I get some likes out there? Oh, Midnight Madness. Yeah. Oh man, I'd love to. Disney would face down on the canvas, dude. I would love to watch Midnight Madness. Oh man, right in the nostalgia heart. That would be awesome. You will find the last clue at the Bonaventure Hotel. If you know, you know, guys. If you know, you know. Hey, at least you didn't ask for Midnight Cowboy, though. I'm walking through your dungeon here. I don't know. That's such a reach. Yes. Midnight Madness with Eddie Deason, Michael J. Fox. Young Michael J. Fox. I think that's his first film role, actually. How do you set number of well, there's a good question. We have a really good question there from Dungeon Minister about setting numbers of players. Let's go back over. And I'll do this through mine. I will do this through mine. Okay, so let's go to my gaming event. We'll go over here to events and we'll go to Space Hulk. That's actually a really good question because Space Hulk, let's see. So click the three dots, click edit event, then click event info. And it doesn't repeat, obviously. I'm going to set this for 2 hours, so it's going to end at 6 p.m. And you can upload an image, by the way, for your game if you want to. Let's see. Is it here? Next. All right. Save event. It's not there. Oh, that's not my event anyway. All right. Oh, what's going on in convention events? Events. Nope, that's not it. All right. Well, yes, I will be. Right, that's that. That's the calendar. I will get back to you on that, Dungeon Minister. I know there's a way to do it. I just need to sort it out. But if you want, you can come up here and you can set it actually in the description. For now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here. We're going to do. Oh, that wasn't right there. Let's do edit. No, I don't want to do it there. Let's go up here. And here, I'm going to edit the event. Edit event. Event info. Space Hulk. For 3 players. Next, and save event. Because I know it's doable, I just can't remember how now. he doesn't know how to use the shells. Yes, Flint, that is for the GUOGC, the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention, 100% free. It runs from April 9th to April 12th, right here on Discord. Are you in? Do you want to come? Do you want to play? Do you want to play some D&D? I have to keep my Saturday open, but one thing I am going to do is I will be setting up some AD&D and OD&D sessions for myself at the GUOGC. I'm going to be talking about this, guys. Monday, come Monday, I will be posting up some games on Monday. Great old ones. God bless you. Thank you so much. Are you here? You know what? Let's make sure you're there. Come on over to the server, great old ones, and I will set you up as a game master right now. Let's see. Hide current comment. That is the working link right there. I just pasted the link. Come one, come all, and I will set you up as a game master, a master of games over at the GUOGC. There has to be a way. Well, while we wait on other people's arrivals, go ahead and move that away. What are the 7 optional? Oh, you figured it out, Dungeon Minister. How did you do it? Well, do I want to know about gaming conventions? Well, oh, it's on the web portal for the schedule. Okay, that's why I wasn't finding it. The web portal for the scheduler, guys. That's how you do it. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to do that. I'm going to set my games up so I don't drown in people playing. So let's see. No, not that. All right, Doc's going to be playing some Space Hulk. Woohoo! Thank you, Doc. All right. And it's 4:30 and I'm clicking gears. Gear edit. That's right. Okay. Visit site. It pops open your session. Oh, poop. Okay, I have to log in to Discord on the web, and I don't remember my Discord password off the top of my head. But that's how you do it. I will get that sorted later. But see, I always use the standalone Discord app, and I just never remember my login. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sounds like. But JP got rockets. If you'd like to know about gaming conventions, if you'd like to come over and you'd like to play on Discord, feel free and do that. And by the way, if you're watching over on Twitter, this isn't just for my YouTube fans, guys. Anyone anyone can hop on and game with us. I would love to see you at the GUOGC running something, playing in something. Come and participate in our panels. Listen to the artists, the creators that we will have there. I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited about it. Please tune in. But do you guys have any questions for me? Do you guys have any GUOGC related questions? I understand, Kabuki. Just let me know what games that you're going to be running so I can get those set up in the grid, Kabuki, because I know you're like all over that Saturday, right? Like you're going to be starting at like 8 a.m. Eastern Standard all the way to midnight Eastern Standard. Don't worry, we'll make it work. I kid, I tease. Love you much. Take care. Thank you for hanging out. Anyhow, I just hope it works out, guys. I just hope it works out. Last year's was kind of a dud, and I know that, and it was my fault, but I lost my some support this year, so I'm pensive about it. I want it to be good for you guys. So I just, you know, I feel like if I had done this, if like the YouTube Shorts thing, if that had exploded for me in say the April, it would have been huge. I may do a GUOGC YouTube short tomorrow. Did you know you could game at a TTRPG gaming convention for absolutely free in April? That's right. By clicking on the Discord link below, you will be taken to the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention, where you can interact with creators, you can bid on an auction, but more importantly, you can play your favorite TTRPGs with your favorite internet people. Something like that. I just want it to go well. I wasn't this pensive about the first one. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I sincerely hope that that I will get lots of people. There's a used car lots radio spot. All right. Let me try this. I'm going to try. Dungeon Minister, cover up your ears. Fuck you, Baltimore. If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come down to Big Bill Hell's Cars. Bad deals, cars that breaks down, thieves. If you think you're going to find a bargain at Big Bill's, you can kiss my ass. It's our belief that you're such a stupid son of a bitch, you'll fall for this bullshit, guaranteed. If you find a better deal, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard us right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your trade. Bring your wife. We'll F her. That's right. We'll F your wife, because at Big Bill Hell's, you're effed 6 ways from Sunday. Take a hike to Big Bill Hell's, home of challenge pissing. That's right, challenge pissing. How does it work? If you can piss 6 feet into the air straight up and not get wet, you get no down payment. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't screw with us, or we'll rip your nuts off. Only at Big Bill Hell's, the only dealer in town that tells you to F off. Hurry up, asshole. This event ends the minute after you write us a check, and it better not bounce or you're a dead mother ever. Go to hell, Big Bill Hells, Baltimore's filthiest and exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland. Guaranteed. I had to soften that a little bit. Like, so, I think it does. I think it does. Thank you. And you know what? I'm just going to tell you straight. I didn't do it nearly as good as the original ad. Just Google up Big Bill Hells. Whew. So one thing I've talked about, by the way, I know I've mentioned auctioning off wood grain OD&D set, but I do want to mention, I did mention this last night. Those are in fact going to be for sale. They're not going to be cheap because it's not cheap to get the supplies. And putting them together is effort. But basically, and while Dungeon Minister's here, before I launch into the sales pitch, he will have one to auction off up in Glen Williams. If you go to Claricon this fall, he's going to have one to auction off. What he chooses to do with the money is entirely up to him. Today's strange food is fermented coconut blossom nectar. What should I expect from the people who eat Vegemite? Doc Flamingo, come on down to Big Bill Hells, home of challenge pissing. If you can piss 6 feet straight into the air, not get wet, you have no money down. Anyway, no, Dungeon Minister is gonna be auctioning off a wood grain OD&D set. So if you're going to be in Glen Williams, if you're going to be at Claricon, you're going to have a crack at winning one in an auction. That is fantastic. Doc Flamingo's like, what? It'll go to the Bob Hastings Memorial to Cancer Assistance Halton Halls. Okay, well, there you go. But anyway, so here's the deal with the set, the original Dungeons and Dragons sets. This is the reproduction of OD&D. I wonder if is Cam 3 on, and okay, there we go. And it's getting good light too. So there it is. A wood grain OD&D set reproduction. And it does in fact have the 3 booklets. It's not just the box, but this is the complete OD&D game. And it is about well, I don't really know when. I hope by April I will be able to source the boxes from the box manufacturer. That's probably the most expensive part, my labor notwithstanding. But I hate to use the term pre-order, but I've got a Doc Flamingo wants to run Blood and Iron for GUOGC. That's awesome. That's awesome. Doc, are you on the GUOGC server right now? It's let me see. If you're not on the GUOGC server, and I think you are, I'm 99.99% sure you are. Go over there, let me know, see if your name shows up in gold in the server, and if it does, you can do the /create and then set your game up. But anyway, I may have to do pre-sales on this. I may have to do pre-sales on this because the minimum order of boxes from Brymar is going to cost me like $2,300. And that's like, well, I think it's going to be that. I don't know how much. So I've got to figure that out. That's also 500 boxes, Dungeon Minister. So an asteroid the size of 14 flamingos. I heard it was the size of 72 original D&D boxes. I will do anything to not use the communist measurement system. But yeah, I've got to figure out, because I don't have just, you know, $2,500 laying around to spend on the boxes. So we'll have to see. I'll have to let you guys know about that, how that's going to work out. I need better laser printer cartridges and rollers. So I'm not begging, guys. You know, somebody said, why don't I set up like a GoFundMe or something? I may do something like that. And then the people who bought, obviously, or who helped make it happen, obviously, you guys will get a set. It's not like, you know. I'll just have to figure it out because I want people to have these. But anyway, does anyone have any D&D related questions for me? Anything at all? Anything at all? Just let me know and I will be more. Let's see. Oh, I need to fix that. I think I did fix it already, actually. I'm not worried about it. I will be more than happy to answer any D&D related questions you guys have got now that I've talked about business and I've talked about the GUOGC. I've talked so much about the GUOGC. I've talked about Familiar. I'm working on Familiar. FM, good to see you. FM KT8 Wig. So yeah, floor is open. Any questions at all? You guys feel free to ask. Any D&D related questions at all? My coding is going really fast. I'll say that on Familiar. My coding is going really fast because, again, I am writing it in BASIC. I don't know high level languages. I'm still having to check out Stack Exchange and stuff like that. There's a lot of code that I'm rusty on. So once again, asking Grok, asking ChatGPT, oh, right. Yeah. Okay. And the nice thing about QB64 is you can do quick line renumbering. If there's a class that was never in the game, what new class what would a new class look like that I might think is, oh, okay, if there was a class that was never in the game. Let's assume that I've read everything Gary read, just for the sake of the arguments. And since we're getting so unusually hypothetical, Ptolemachus, let's assume that I've read everything that Gary's read. If there were no paladins, I would say we need some kind of a holy warrior here. We need a character like Holger the Dane. Would I call them a paladin? I don't know. I don't know if I'd be smart enough to do that. I might say like a holy knight. We need a holy knight. And then people would constantly make a joke, oh, holy knight. And then there'd probably be people saying, well, you're just giving clerics a sword. I don't know. See, here's the thing. I can absolutely see people in an alternate universe. Oh, FM, that hurts, man. I mean, you can still buy HeroQuest new, though. You know that, right? I mean, $70 is a peach of a price. The fish fryer and the chipmunk. I like it. Hey, Bob, good to see you. See, I can see that guy's just being like, oh, well, how about this holy warrior? You're just all you want to do is make a jumped up cleric that can use swords. Okay, fine. Sorry, damn. Yeah, lay on hands. So basically, you just like, taking over clerics healing ability, taking over clerics turn undead ability, taking over protection. It's just a cleric, dude. It's just your Mary Sue cleric. Yuck. Okay, well, what about this? The monk. So, like kung fu, which is fine, but you're just like forcing that into D&D. Why? The assassin. Dude, we're all. Oh, you're telling me I have to be in a special class if I want to sneak into somebody's house and kill them in the game? So I could see people pushing back on all of them. Somebody asked me if my dog ate carrots. No, he doesn't even eat bananas, that stinker. The last time I tried to give him banana, he looked sad and disappointed. I gave him some banana and he went, and I picked it up. I'm like, no, you can eat it, buddy. And he kind of just sort of shoved it with his tongue a couple of times and looked away. Like he turned away and looked sad. Like it made him sad. Not angry, not upset, not disgusted, just so disappointed. Like, oh, you told me it was good and it's that. Oh, Dad. I love bananas. Let me tell you something. A peanut butter and banana sandwich. Not fried. Not fried, but a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Yum. Bob, you retired? That's awesome. You know how you could really have a lot of fun in your retirement? Go to a convention. Go to a con. Go to a gaming con. Banana bread itself is delicious. Yes. Peanut butter on banana bread. Oh, just tired. Dang it. But yeah, I mean, as far as the classes go, that's I could see somebody pushing back on that, on adding any classes. Oh, Dungeon Minister. Please no. All right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and bring it in for a landing now. I am going to be pushing the guac at every possible turn. I have no guests coming on next Thursday. I don't know if Kyle's going to be here next Wednesday. If he's not, that's 2 nights of me hyping up the guac. By Monday, I will have all of the panel times slotted. I will put in all of the panels. And in case you're curious, the way the panels work is it's a voice channel, and you can ask in text or talk to the creators that we're going to have. You can ask them questions, whatever. Richard Witter's artist is going to be there. He was the art manager at Wizards of the Coast during late 3E and 4E and Magic the Gathering. He's a swell dude. He does some fantastic artwork. Tracy Lesh, you guys know Tracy. Speaking of artists, Eric Garland and Heidi Gygax Garland, shouldn't have to tell you who they are. They'll be here. Sky Hernstrom, pulp fantasy author and artist, and genre author Alyssa Hazel, possibly Matt Finch. Got to talk to him. So I'm hyped, and I hope you guys will be there. As for me, I'm going to go ahead and get Mitch Hedberg was too beautiful for this world, and I wish he hadn't made the mistakes that he'd made, because I would love to still be hearing Mitch Hedberg jokes. One of my favorites is, ironically, I used to do drugs. I mean, I still do, but I also did in the past. Somebody once showed me a camera that said, or showed me a picture that said, here's a photograph of me when I was younger. So what? I want to see a photograph of you when you were older. Bring me that camera. I don't like that Pepperidge Farm bread, because when you open it, you still have to open it. Being an escalator has to be the easiest job in the world, because even if you fail, you become stairs. Escalator open. Sorry for the convenience. I don't do it justice. Club sandwich was his best. Yes, it was. How do you feel about toothpicks with foil on them? He told one, and I don't remember what it was, but his bounce back for it was better than the joke, because it sucked. As people are laughing and clapping, he's like, don't do that. That joke was terrible. Well, I'm formed. This club is formed. Mitch Hedberg. All right, but that is it, guys. It's the bottom of the hour. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Tomorrow night, Blade Runner. Don't miss our Blade Runner live stream. Yang Yan Zhao, Jason, and Kennick are going to be in the rain-soaked streets of Los Angeles of 2019. Be there. Join us. It's going to be a grim bunch of fun. As for me, guys, if you're not going to be at the guac, I'm not really going to have any choice except to sick the owl bear on you. Peace. Good night. Love you all. Thanks for being here.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere, in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around, some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle, way off course? Naked as a toad, all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.